belly. You know the money you take up police. Me, I dey love you, gone.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nelly, and today I am back as promised with Most Extra Club Nights Part 2, and I'm here with Lyra Nadira.
Hey guys, what's up?
And so today, yeah, let's just get this shit started. We're just gonna jump right back into it. So
I think we were on
talking about Mango. So like I said in my first video that I'm not going to be name dropping any of the bars names. So we're just going to keep going with fruits as we did in the first video. So yeah, we're going to start off with Mango. So basically Mango, I was supposed to link up with the girls and everything, but I didn't end up actually linking up because everything flopped for me. Like I live somewhere far and like
she lived north side, and like the whole like club party whatever thing, it was happening like south side. So, and back then it's like we wasn't driving, there was no
we
Uber.
Were like basically just still kind of in our youths.
Yeah, like, we're so
doing big people things.
So literally like you getting there, like I remember like she called us probably like 3 times.
I was cheese because the bitch was ready. I did my makeup, everything. I was literally ready, and that's the thing. Like I was so mad because I was just sitting there and nobody's answering the phone.
She beat her face,
everything,
picked out her outfit, and you know when you're a girl and like you know when your friends are hyping a situation up,
because it was supposed to be lit.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like a
it
private.
Was lit. I was there.
Yeah. But it was supposed to be like a private thing, so you already know like the people that are going to be there is going to be people that you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I was excited, like I was ready to go, but then nobody was answering because I think like their ride already looked at it like we're not going all the way there. So I think my friends didn't know how to tell me that because they know I would have been like so cheese and they weren't trying to hear it. So yeah, but you can go ahead and explain how the night turned out.
Okay, so basically, okay, yeah. So Nelly said, like, yeah, it was an event, but at the time, it was, like, basically one of my homeboys, his, like, group of friends or whatever, they decided to, like, host, like, a party, but inside of a club. So they rented out the whole club for the night. You know what I mean? It was invite only, and it was, like, what's the word? Open bars.
Oh no.
So that in itself is a whole different video. Like Alberta should just not have open bar parties. But yeah, it was open bar, it was invite only, like it was like lit, you know what I mean? So yeah, basically we couldn't get her because at the time like I lived downtown, and so my homegirl, my best friend at the time, she also lived downtown and she lived with me. So when our ride came from the north side, she wasn't ready yet. And so it was just kind of like, homeboy's not about to turn this car around to go back north side to go downtown to go south, you know?
Yeah.
So like, yo, link us. So we get to the party and everything like that. First of all, it wasn't even that easy to get in because I think that's the time when I already had a ban on my ID.
That's another story time.
So at that point, like, we just took a risk. I just looked at it like, I'm getting in. Because
you're with your homegirls and you guys are all looking mad cute. Like, who's going to say no?
I'm just like, sir, I'm getting in. At this point, like, literally, like, I told my homeboy, honestly, like, to get in with no ID is probably easier than to get in with a ban. Because they just look at it like, you know? So anyways, we got in. It was proper. It was so chill. It was lit. Like, it was actually pretty lit. And it's to the point where, like, that was my first open bar party. And so I didn't really know how open bar worked because, like, they said it was open bar, but I seen, like, jars, like, at the bar with money in it. So I'm just kind of like, so are we paying or are we not? You know what I mean? So,
but they were probably there for tips, right?
They were, but I didn't know that. Yeah. And so every time I'd order a drink, I would just like put money in the thing. Like I literally paid for all my drinks that night. It was so waste.
You were out here balling. Okay.
I wasn't. I just did not really understand what why is the jar there then? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously the bartenders aren't gonna tell like me like,
they were like, this girl's blessing us.
They're trying to make their money, you know.
They were here for it.
It was chill, right? You know what I mean? And so at around 1, almost 2, the whole mood in the place flipped. This is why I say Alberta should not have open bar parties, because it's like this I don't know. It was like
because people still drinking on a regular. Like drinking is like literally like going to like the beach, like somewhere where it's really hot, like Miami. Like going to the beach is like drinking here. You want to go drinking? Yeah,
you want to go off when you're drinking. So everyone's
here.
going off. The DJ was playing tunes, and then next thing you know, there was just this shift in the air. Okay, a shift in the air. Because the thing is, everything was free. So you wanted a bottle, it was a free bottle. Like, you guys, open bar, dog. So we're chilling. At this point, I kind of went off my own ways, and I came back, met my homeboy. So he's like, oh, he had belly. I'm like, yo, send that. So he sent it, and then so I'm drinking whatever. Next thing you know, because I'm very, like, I like to be kind of aware, you know what I mean, like, when I'm out. And so next thing you know, I kind of like peeped like these two guys arguing or whatever. But at the same time, because the music is so loud and like I'm not right beside them, it's like, are they arguing or are they like talking really loudly and like they're bros? Like, you know what I mean? 2.5 seconds later, it was by the turn of the head, and these guys started boxing on the dance floor. They started boxing on the dance floor. Everyone's like, oh,
what the fuck?
Literally.
And people were hyping it up too. Were they?
People, it just like literally because no one else was paying attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, because again, it looked like it could have been a conversation, but at the same time, the body language showed that it wasn't. But you know, when you're in the club,
turned to probably.
Yeah. So, but I just kind of like, yo, next thing you know, they started boxing. Because them two are boxing, this guy A's friends is now coming in the mix. Guy B's friends is now coming in the mix. Now it's like this whole hype thing. Like I skirt. Like I cut in the back. Like I was like, nope. I'm in heels. I ain't about to drop for nobody. And so they're boxing. Tay. Next thing you know, obviously security and stuff come in, try to separate it, whatever. The party was supposed to continue. Except for the fact that energy that they had to start the whole situation reciprocated.
The whole vibe
in the whole club.
Everybody started feeling bright. Yeah, I can already imagine. Like
the DJ tried to play more music. Nope. Next thing you know, girls are flying. Like people are jumping. Like it's just a mess. So at that point, like, security and everything looked at like, okay, this is uncontainable. People are telling people, yo, come outside. People are actually going outside. Like, it was a mess. And everybody started like leaving now, because the thing is too, it was so heat because the whole event happened in the middle of the week. And so the police were kind of like in the area, because like the area is kind of like a strip that has a whole bunch of clubs and bars and stuff like that. And so they kind of took in, like, this club, it's not even the weekend, why is this club so packed? So they were kind of, like, paying attention. So as soon as everything started getting wild, no one even needed to call police. They were there. They came in. Everyone's leaving. Next thing you know, homegirl, one of our homegirls, we call her Kitty Cat. Okay?
Hey, Kitty.
Hey, Kitty. She got...
And she's so calm and cool and collected. Are you serious?
It was her. She got so
I can't
hyped.
Imagine it. No.
I don't know what happened, because the whole time I'm just like, I ain't going outside till everybody's outside, because I don't know what's about to happen outside. You know what I mean?
Next thing somebody have imaginary beef with you because everyone's feeling froggy and everyone's sleeping.
Wanna
so
jump.
you know, like, you don't know what's good. You know?
So I'm just there with my purse like this, just standing.
Bougie.
The club lights are on, like, very, like, man, it was probably like less than 20 people actually inside, because obviously security is getting everybody out, everyone's getting kicked out. So next thing you know, I kind of go to peep outside to see if people are actually leaving and stuff. I come back in, I see Kitty Cat talking about, yo, who wants it? Who wants it? Who wants it? I'm like, Kitty, is that you? She's like, yo, anybody can get it. Anybody. Fighter.
Yeah, but
first of all, she's never been in a fight. She's not a fighter, none of that. But apparently what had happened was after her whole, like, you know, dramatic
moment.
I'm just like, yo, like, are you good? Like, what's that? She's like, yo, bitches wanna try it, eh? Right, Tay Tay? I'm just like, yo, what are you going on about? Apparently, she's like, oh, and she was running around. I don't remember the name exactly, but she's just like, who the fuck is Jamisha? Who's Jamisha though? Who's Jamisha? Jamisha can get. I'm like, who is Jamisha? Like, what are you talking about? Apparently some girl tried her, and in that moment is when she knew she had hands, because she like fought back, and so she got hyped because she's like, yo, I can fight, I actually can do this.
She looks like she has hands.
She looks, but the thing is, like, if you've never actually been in a physical altercation,
you don't know.
You don't know. You know what I mean? So for her, she's never, like, she's a really chill person. So she just never, like,
Everyone
you know.
fucks with her,
but
like,
in that moment, she's like, yo, anybody. So she's looking for this girl because apparently when she got into whatever she got into, some girl named Jamisha, or I don't even know, tried to, like, throw her some next energy, so she wasn't having it. And then freaking, what can we call her?
I don't know. I think
N. We'll just call this girl N. So N, next thing you know, like, Kitty Cat is doing her thing. You know, she's calmed down now. She's just looking for her shit. Next thing you know, and this girl N though, you know her. She's always
about the business. You don't gotta say it twice. You don't even gotta say it once.
But this girl,
she just gotta read your
getting
mind.
herself into some sort of funny ass situation. Next thing you know, I just see her basically throwing a Corona bottle at some man's. The man. I don't remember that. I wasn't there for that. But what's it called? Throws it. This guy, he's dark skinned, but he turned red, yo. This guy's what? Literally, like, what? Why are we literally doing Tom and Jerry inside the club?
Mouse and cat and mouse.
This girl threw it and booked it. Like, oh my god, it was just a mess. So honestly, like, when I told you the next day, you're like, because at first you were so cheesy, like, why wasn't I there? And I told you, and you're like, oh.
Because the thing is, it's so funny because when I heard the story, like, from Candy, our other friend Candy from the other story time, like, I was waiting for the exciting part.
The fun.
All people talked about was just the beef that went down. Like, so I'm like, well, damn, did y'all even have fun? Like
it was fun for like an hour, and then
okay, so let's get on this topic.
Grape.
But yeah, this situation, like, honestly, like,
Grape is another club. And it's your story.
It's our stories, ma'am. But
Grape
was so, yeah, I'll get it started.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened was, so there's three of us, like, so there's obviously Nadira, and it's me, and then there's our other friend. What should we call her? Bougie?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna call her Bougie. Okay, so and our other friend Bougie, yeah. So basically Bougie, like, was like, oh, the night before we were supposed to have, like, a girls' night, like, have wine and just chill. But plans didn't really turn out that way because Bougie and Lyra, like, did their thing or whatever. But yeah. So the next day, Bougie was like, you guys can just come over to my crib. Shit! Tea! All shit, all tea. You already know what I'm saying. But yeah, she was all like, oh yeah, you guys can just come over to my crib. We can, like, just chill and we can go out. Okay, so we pulled up to the line. There wasn't even a line actually because we actually went early for probably one of the first times ever. So when we got there, like, Bougie went up first, so he checked her ID, cool, whatever. And then I went, and then he looked at my ID, scanned it, and he's all like, oh, this is strike 3. And then I'm just kind of like...
No, he's like, you're on your second strike, so...
Oh, yeah, okay.
If anything happens tonight, it's going to be strike 3. And I'm right behind Carter, because I'm just kind of like, what is this man talking about?
When did strike 2 happen or what?
Yeah, I'm just like, what is this man talking about? But literally, she didn't say anything. She just walked.
Because at that point, like, honestly, that night, like I said, I was just going to hang out with my girls. So I wasn't really here for, like, anything. So we got inside. Do you want to take over from here?
Mm-hmm. So right after she went in, I gave my ID. He scans my ID, and so I'm thinking like I want to ask him, but at the same time I'm like I don't want to start my night off like this. So let me just mind my business, you know. So when I go back inside, I'm right behind her. We're like in this like, you know, to basically pay and get in and security check and stuff. So I'm waiting 1 second, 2 seconds, 10 seconds. She's not saying anything. So I'm just there like, what was he talking about? Second strike. She's like, I don't know, man. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm like, clearly he knows, you know what he's talking about. So what is he talking about? I don't know, man. I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, continue.
No, but why?
Because at the end of the day,
acting like what?
At the end of the day, like something did happen previously, but that's another story time. But at the end of the day, it was strike 2, right? Strike 2. And at the end of the day, I knew what he was talking about. So I looked at it like, hey, you're right, or whatever. That's why I didn't say anything.
This girl played it off like what are you even talking about right now?
Because at the end of the day, I talked to this girl the night whatever happened, so.
But I didn't know she got strikes those days.
I didn't even know I had strikes either, because I never went back after
like,
that.
I haven't been there in like a while.
That's why I didn't say anything, because
like,
I didn't even know I had a whole another strike. So I'm just like, at the end of the day, I'm going to allow you, sir. Yeah, you're probably right, sir. But okay.
So extra.
Like, yeah, so we got in. And then I was actually like, there's this other girl that I knew, like, we're actually supposed to, like, she was like, she hit me up that night too saying, hey, I'm thinking about going to da-da-da to, like, Tomatoes, but I don't know if you're gonna, do you want to come through? I don't want to be there by myself. And at that time, I basically told her, like, yo, me and my girls are already planning on going there. So she was there, like, take pictures.
We were there early,
whatever.
Like, we were there before it was even 11:30.
Because we're talking, slacking. We're slacking.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
We were there, like, before 11:30. I think we were there, like, 11 on the dot.
Yeah.
So, super early, super dead, nobody was there.
So we basically looked at it, okay, since we're already here and we didn't drink all night, and at that point, Boo, she could drink, so we're like, okay, why don't we just go to the yak store once again with Emily, because Emily was whipping. So, like, yo, Emily, let's just go to the yak store. We're just going to get another Mickey, and we're just going to sip before, like, because everyone was going to pull up around, like, 12. So we're like, before 12, we're going to be, like, buzzed. We're going to be mad chilling. Because that night, we were just trying to just chill. We're not trying to be buying drinks like that. We're not even trying to fuck with anyone trying to buy us drinks like that.
Yeah.
We were just trying to be on, like, our, like, own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a girls' night out. Girls doing us. Like, fuck all that extra fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we did that. And then we came back. And then after that, we were still good. Like, I know for 99% I was good.
But the thing is, when we went to the yak store to get more yak, something just told me, because remember I told you, I'm like, maybe we should, like, go somewhere else, kill time, and then come back to Tomato. Because I don't know why, but I just felt like we shouldn't, like, go yak store and come back, because I felt like they'd know.
The whole situation, why that didn't happen, it was because of Emily. If you peeped that, she was like, no, we need to be back by,
and
like,
we
12.
even forgot about it. Like, we weren't really thinking, like, that's the GT.
And then at that point, she was whipping, so we looked at it like, hey, we're going to have to come back with her.
But we didn't think people were watching us, okay? We didn't think
obviously
people were paying attention.
But people stays watching us, but I guess we're... But anyway, so when we came back, we're still chilling, doing us, chilling, whatever. Remember the first thing that did happen was something to do with, like, jackets or something. Like, somebody was like, oh, we're sitting here. Because our friend Emily had, like, she knew these girls or whatever. I don't even know what the situation was. But she basically told us that it was okay if we can put our jacket, like...
That's a different thing.
No, that was...
no,
this was different. You're talking about the night where she's like, bottle service, we can sit
Yeah.
here. I'm talking about, like, us just putting our jacket around that little table that we were around at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said it was fine. And then next, the owners of the little table, and the table is literally one of those stool tables with chairs around it, so it's kind of looking like you wouldn't think somebody booked it. Like, you booked
it was still empty, though.
Bar stool, like, what? So it was like, and then the girl came up talking about, I'm gonna need you guys to, like, move your stuff because, yeah, it's our table, we reserved it. And I'm just looking at it. I was so good that night, guys. You don't understand. Because I was literally just dodging. I was ditching and dodging the bullshit. I was like, Lil Kim, no, not today. Because when she said it, I was like, oh, my bad. I literally.
We all did though in the moment. We just looked at like, okay, like whatever. I didn't
Yeah.
even try. I wasn't trying to argue.
So I basically like talked to Emily. I'm like, yo, homegirl saying like la la la. And then Emily went and talked to her and she said it was cool. So I'm just kind of like.
But me and Bougie already started moving our stuff to the other table that was right next to it. That was empty.
And we moved it actually on the other side, yeah.
Because literally, again, even when we came back, there was still nobody there. It was still empty as hell, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And then after that, so I'm at the bar. I got 2 shots for me and Lyra. We're standing at the bar. And then I think there's this girl that was like standing like next to you or something, and she touched you and you were trying to tell her like, yo, like I'm basically like standing behind you. But I don't think you remember this. This is when the security,
I don't. Me and Bougie don't remember this.
This is actually when the security actually approached niggas.
I remember the security approaching, but me and
that's
Bougie
what happened.
Me and Bougie both don't remember that encounter.
To the point, the girl was basically like, so I was just like, yo, like she's just basically saying like, watch, you know. And then because homegirl was kind of like, what? And then the friend was like, oh no, like she's just saying watch. And I was like, yeah, she's just saying watch. And the girl's like, okay, my
People
bad.
always think I'm trying to come for them.
Since
like,
it's your face, like. And then the next, you know, security comes trying to talk about you too. Like, y'all got to go. And then the girl's telling him, like, yo, it's not a thing like that. Like, it's not a problem. Like, we're cool. She basically was trying, yo, we're cool. Like, and the man is like, nope, because they already been watching niggas. They already been wanting niggas out. So it was like, one situation, okay, gotta go. And all I said to this man was, okay, cool. Just let me go grab my jacket and I'm out. Whatever. Like, so I basically went, collected my jacket, and I tried to tell my homegirls, yo, I don't know about y'all, but they want me out. I'm out. But these ones,
no, this is where you got confused because, like, when the security came, I was right beside you, so I had to walk with you too. I couldn't just turn around and like start talking. Like, no, we both were exiting together. But the part that was like weird was like after that their main focus was like Nelly, and so the guy was basically like watching her, and so she's like, I need my jacket. He's like, okay, here's your jacket, like basically kind of making it seem like there should be no other reason for you to still be here. But she wasn't even tripping. Like, she was just kind of like, I don't care. So she's outside, she's like minding her business. So now I'm outside, but I was like, we were actually kind of TT, like not TT, but like just tipsy, like maybe let me just speak for myself, but yeah, we were kind of like tipsy, you know. So in that moment I was confused because I'm just like, what the fuck, like,
because you're just, it was so dumb.
It happened so fast. I was just kind of like,
it was honestly like, you guys, like, it was so stupid. It didn't need to happen. Like, it was so dumb. That's why you were confused.
I was so confused because I'm just kind of like, bro, like, honestly, I'm not trying to get my ID banned again because I've had it. And, like, now they do this thing where if they ban your ID, regardless of the situation, it's a year ban. 365 days. So I'm thinking if I'm getting told to leave, I need to know why, because there's no, I'm not getting another ban. Fuck that. And so we're outside at this point, and so basically I'm just kind of like telling him, because when that happened, I don't think Bougie and Emily paid attention. Like, they weren't really like, you know what I mean?
No.
And
they
so
were like, I don't even know what they were doing. But
yeah, and so after that, after a while, Bougie noticed that we weren't there, so she comes out the door like, what happened? And at this point, people are starting to come in, and I'm like, I don't know, like, I really don't know. Freaking
figure out, should a bitch cut or am I waiting for y'all? Because
yeah,
I knew that he told us we both got to go, but I saw you, I think you were trying to figure out why you were saying why you gotta go, so I figured, okay, maybe she's gonna, because I know you, when you come to talking your way, to getting your way, you can do it. So I looked at maybe this girl is gonna
she thought I was talking my way to back in, but I was talking my way to figure out why I'm getting banned, because, like, as I said, who's trying to have a ban for a whole year? Are you dumb? Like, no.
Especially in this lame ass city where there's actually nothing else.
And the thing about these bans is they're like wide, so even if I go to a next city, it still shows up. So it's so heat. So after that, I'm talking to Bougie. Come see Bougie talking about, okay, well, I'm gonna stay. I'm like, what? She's like, I don't know. I'm just gonna
can I just pause you
like,
for a sec? And part of the reason why I was waiting outside in this fucking people's weather with my black asses from all the way Africa, like wearing shorts and abuskeleke. Some of if you know, you know. I was wearing abuskeleke, like you know what I'm saying, looking cute or whatever. So tell me why I'm like waiting because first of all, my house, like my fucking like clothes, everything. We were supposed to be
Bougies.
spending the night at Bougies. So it's like, where the fuck am I going? Duh. And this thing, the whole time, the Tanika, is it Tamika? That situation when the girl froze, that shit was running through my head. I was like, a bitch is really about to freeze today. Because it was cold.
So Bougie's telling me this at the door. Nellie's on the other side smoking her bogey. And
Let
so I'm
the
looking
bogey
at
thing
her
go.
like...
I'm cutting. Every time you say that, it's a beep, beep, beep.
And so...
You don't even know. Cause I'm like,
and
so
basically, I'm telling like Bougie like, are you dumb? And she's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, nope. Because I'm thinking I got kicked out for no reason. Bitch, you coming out with me too. So I'm just like...
Why are you staying there to do what by yourself?
But I'm just looking at Bougie like, really, though? Like, you know, I had to guilt trip her. Like, really, Bougie? Like, you're really going to stay? Like, wow. Like, really? And so she's like, oh, my God. Okay, fine. Like, blah, blah, blah. Because I'm just
knowing
like...
her too, she's like, ugh.
Because I'm just like, why is your thirst so real? As if my thirst wasn't real, like
Your
grape.
cheese, I was cheese.
But, yeah, because we're just like, yo, this would have been, like, such a good night. So, anyways, so Bougie comes outside too. Then one of the other security comes and he's like to Bougie like, oh no, you can stay, it's okay, but your friends gotta go. So then that's when I'm like, wait, why do I gotta go? And I know, like, we all know, even Nelly herself knows that, like, they told her what they told her, but at the same time she didn't do anything. So it's like, why does she even have to go? You know what I mean? So we're there.
And to the point if I wanted to argue it out,
you could have, but at that point,
here for it.
Nelly literally just cut. Like, she just looked at it like, I'm not doing it. Like, because, okay, the thing is, in the moment, you looked at it like, we can just go somewhere else. But I think because we already had it in our head that was the GP, like, me and Bougie just couldn't let it go.
Because the thing with you two, it's not just that you don't like when people just fuck with you when they don't have a reason.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like that too, but sometimes when I'm just not in the mood,
I'm
just over it. Like,
he was just tired. He was like,
I was just not. And the thing with those people too is kind of like, I don't want to be arguing with fucking security guards.
I was ready.
They make you look so dumb. Like, they would literally try to make you seem like, ugh, and it's just like, okay.
So, me and Bougie at this point are going back and forth, okay? Back and forth. Like, we're just like, yo, what is the issue though? They couldn't even tell us why we were getting kicked out. They couldn't even tell us why Nelly was getting kicked out. I'm like, because to me at that point, I didn't even care. I just looked at it like, I just want to know why I'm getting kicked out. While me and Bougie are asking these questions, this man comes back from inside talking about, you know what, Bougie? Yeah, you can just go with your friends too. She's like, wait, what? No, I want to come.
Sir.
The man's just like, you took too long. Nope. So at this point now, Bougie's cheese. She's like cussing them out and stuff. Again, I'm still just on, but why? Like, what is the reason? That fucking one security guy, he's big. And I'm talking about big, like, he's hefty.
Like, no, the man is mad cheese for no reason, though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, why? If you hate your job that much,
get a new one.
Like, he actually hates his job.
And the man's talking about, through all of my 30 years of doing security,
30 years of doing security.
He's like,
and
I've
still
never
beefing
seen
with
people
like
acting like this. And it's like, acting like what? Like, acting like I'm asking questions. And then the man had the nerve to be talking about, are you drunk? And so Bougie's just like, no. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, I drank. And he's like, oh, well, you lied, so ban. And he literally banned Bougie just for that. And he was just like, yeah, well, you lied. I don't think that's actual reason to ban people. And the funniest part about it all is the fact that when we finally left, when she cut to another spot. What happened? Because she cut in peace, you guys.
Yo, when I said skirt, I like skirt. And the thing is, that whole night, like, Uber was fucking with me. I'm already pissed off. All my shit is at my girl's house. I'm just really a smart ass bitch. I'm like, I have my house key. For some reason, like, something just told me, like, take your house key because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I already figure out like, because where my homegirl live, it's like far.
The bushes.
Yeah, so I looked at it. If anything goes down, we can always just sleep at my crib. So something just said, take your house key. So I have my house key. But Uber was fucking with me that night. So when I had to go somewhere else to charge my phone because my phone was basically dead. When I got there, I think it was like Starfruit.
Out of all the places, not the 7-Eleven.
But they loves me there now. Yeah. After General Dash or different thing, they fuck with us. But yeah, so the people are like, oh, okay, whatever. They were kind of shocked to see me alone, first of all. And then they took my ID, scanned the thing, said they turned red. And when that shit turns red, you know it's good.
Ban.
No shame.
As red as
the man was ready. That man that, like, as soon as I cut, without arguing, he was like, tick, 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 tick.
Yeah.
Yep. Because, yeah. But they still let me in anyways. They let me in. They charged my phone. They got me drinks. They were taking care of me. They make sure I got home safe.
But just so crazy how, like, I feel like, and I told her too, I'm just like, I feel like they banned you as soon as you stepped in. They gave it some time, and then when they kicked you out, because how could the ban appear so quick like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you cut within 15 minutes. Me and, like, freaking Bougie cut, like, a whole almost hour
I didn't
later.
know you guys actually,
We were
and it's so
arguing
funny because the next day I actually thought these hoes stayed and the party lived their best life.
We were outside arguing for almost an hour.
I didn't know that all of that shit went down. I was just like, damn.
It was so embarrassing. Like, okay, so great.
Yeah.
You guys.
Just shisha spot.
So it's like a hookah spot, you know what I mean? It's also on the strip or whatever. And I've always had issues going there because, honestly, you guys, this is such an L, but I never had proper ID until, like, last year, November.
Just before you turned 22.
Yeah. I turned 18, I don't even know how many years ago, and last year I was 22. I just turned, no, wait, what? Last year I was 21. I just turned 22 this 2019. And last year, a couple months ago, is when I first got my actual official ID. So every time I try to go, like, the thing is, like, we know people, so getting into places was never an issue. Mm-hmm. But this one place, this guy always gave me the hardest time. And, like, for the past few years, it's been, like, the most lit place. So it was just kind of like, yo, what's wrong with you guys?
He's so extra, like, mad extra to the point, like...
He would never let me in. Like, I'd bring my passport. I mean, okay, whatever. It was expired for, like, a few years or whatever. But whatever, like, you know what I mean? Nope. And so when he would even let other people in with no ID.
It was just specifically this face. He was just not here for it.
You guys,
because there's a time where you had the audacity to have the whole, like, I don't even know, like, bringing his wahala to me talking about, how come you're here? Where's your girl? Why aren't you here with your girl?
When have I ever been in? Like,
I wanted to just to one time answer the question talking about where's your girl. Like, I'm just like, is this man for real? Like, I'm looking at him like, yo, first of all, whenever I come in with my homegirl, you don't fucking even
let her in.
It's to the point, even when I see niggas off topic, like off the grill, off being in that spot, I even told him the same shit. I was like, yo, you won't ever see me and my homegirl ever at that place again. And niggas thought we were kidding. And we actually never went back. Like, we actually didn't even went back together until she got her proper identification.
It's to the point, there was one time I went there thinking, you know, nah, I'm gonna get in, whatever. It's to the point his own employees, random guys,
they're riding hard,
were like, oh, yo, it's to the point, this one guy that was like, I don't think he was an employee, but I think he knew the employees like that, to the point where he was kind of like, oh, it's my girlfriend. No. No. It's to the point the employees were like, oh, you know, the security was even like, okay, let me just type in your name. The man came running.